Miss Evelyn Carter froze in front of the blackboard. The lesson she had been passionately explaining hung unfinished in the air. Around her, gasps erupted, followed by a stifled snicker, then more laughter. She didn't have to turn around to know what had happened. A handheld pair of scissors glinted in the fluorescent light, and a chunk of her skirt's fabric lay on the floor behind her. Her heart sank. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a prank. It was humiliation, calculated and cruel. And it wasn't the first time. Miss Carter was Roosevelt High's youngest literature teacher. Only 24, she joined with dreams of inspiring young minds. But dreams met reality fast. Some students, especially a gang of senior boys, didn't respect her at all. To them, she was the new kid with authority, an easy target. It started with whispers in class. Then it became snide comments about her clothes. A crumpled note left on her desk that said, "Teacher petting zoo." She had ignored them. She had reported them once, only to be told by the principal that boys will be boys, and she should earn their respect over time. So she kept her head high, kept teaching, believing her example would be enough. But today they crossed a line she couldn't ignore. Tyler Hughes, the ringleader, had waited until she turned to the board. With stealth and arrogance, he'd snuck up and sliced through the back of her skirt. The laughter that followed wasn't just from him. It spread, an infection of cruelty. Evelyn felt the sting of tears rising. Not from embarrassment, but from fury. And that's when something inside her shifted. She turned around slowly, locking eyes with Tyler. The laughter started dying out. The class expected her to cry, or run out, or scream for the principal. But Evelyn didn't move. She set the chalk down gently on the desk. Her face calm. Her eyes cold. "Tyler Hughes," she said, her voice low but firm, "come forward." Tyler smirked. "Or what?" "Come forward." Tyler smirked. "Or what?" "Come forward." The room fell silent. Tyler swaggered up, fake confidence oozing from his grin. In a flash, faster than anyone could process, Evelyn grabbed his wrist, the very hand that held the scissors. With a swift, practiced move, she twisted it behind his back and pinned him against the teacher's desk. A loud gasp echoed. Tyler yelped. "What are you doing?" Evelyn leaned in close, her voice calm as ever. "I warned you all year to behave. I filed reports. I asked for respect. You gave me none. Now I'm giving you a lesson you'll never forget." Tyler tried to pull away, but Evelyn had trained in self-defense since college. One precise hold, and he couldn't move. The class watched in stunned silence. "You see," Evelyn said, addressing the room, "respect isn't given. It's earned. But disrespect, that gets consequences." She released Tyler with a shove. He stumbled back, nearly tripping over a chair, his face pale, sweat breaking on his forehead. But she wasn't done. She picked up the scissors he'd dropped. "You like destroying things?" she asked, holding them up. "Let's talk about consequences." Evelyn walked over to the bulletin board and, with one sharp snip, cut a copy of the school's code of conduct right off it. She held it up. "Assaulting a teacher, that's an expulsion offense." The door opened, the vice principal had been called by a student who ran out moments earlier. He took one look at Tyler, another at Evelyn holding the code of conduct, and understood everything. By the end of the hour, Tyler Hughes was escorted out of the building. But that wasn't the end. Other students, ones who had laughed, ones who had stayed silent, came up to Evelyn that afternoon. "I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I shouldn't have laughed. You were right." And for the first time, Evelyn saw respect in their eyes. Not fear. Not pity. Respect. Because she hadn't lashed out in rage. She hadn't sought revenge. She'd stood her ground, with courage and composure. In the following weeks, everything changed. The principal, forced by the incident, brought in harassment prevention programs. Evelyn was asked to lead workshops on teacher-student respect. Other teachers thanked her. Students started listening. Evelyn wasn't just the young new teacher anymore. She became a symbol of strength, the teacher who refused to be broken. As for Tyler, his parents withdrew him before expulsion formalities even finished. Rumor had it, he never showed his arrogant face in public again. Some said he wet his pants on his way out of school that day. Evelyn never confirmed it. But every time someone whispered it in the halls, she smiled quietly to herself. Because sometimes, all it takes is one stand to remind bullies that real strength isn't loud. It's unshakable.